Hello! Sure my stuff is on. I think the sound is on. Hi, good morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are. Trying to figure out the chapstick thing. Hopefully you guys are doing good. I am going to post a reminder on my Instagram because I forgot. How is everybody so far? Quiet. Okay, quiet isn't bad. Finishing setting things up. I do hope this won't be like, oh, wrong one. This won't be like last time. Good morning. Just finishing up. Posting a reminder. Yay. How are you? How is everybody? How is your Tuesday going? I think this is good. I'm excited to hang out with you and chat with you. Let's make sure that's visible to remind you. Ooh, from Seattle. Hi. Avoiding work, understandable. Kind of me too. But this is technically work, but I have like other things that need to get done, and this seems like a more fun thing to do. So, weekend in Idaho, cool. Let's see. So I didn't do like any questions poll or anything exactly specific for this chat. It is just a fun chat to hang out, to have you ask current questions. Maybe I will go on a rant for a topic of some sort, like I do on occasion. And yeah, maybe talk about books or crystals. Speaking of books, I did bring this book here to showcase it, and it's called Soggy Wet California. Ooh, I heard you guys had a storm there yesterday, or somewhere in California there was a pretty bad storm, so hopefully everything is okay. All right, so very interesting book. It's called Magic Days, and this is new. And this is by, where's her name? Nadine Jane. And it goes by every single day of the year, and it gives you like the numerology for it, the tarot card for it, a little ritual for it. And I have been loving it. I'm going to pop a link there for you guys. Where'd it go? If you are interested in checking it out, and I'm just going to share what it says for today. That's the link for the book. And I want to share what it says for today, just so you get an idea of what it is. Does anybody have a birthday today? Because it also goes alongside with like the zodiacs and the astrology. So it has like the day information for the day for you for today. And then it has a deep insight information for those who are born on this day. So, for today, January 17th, at least it is here in my location, says, "Welcome to January 17, an introspective journey that leads to higher consciousness. As you navigate the intellectual side of Capricorn season, be sure to incorporate experience, number 9, into your plans. Question every accepted truth today, embrace your power of intellectual autonomy, and search for greater personal truths. Humble yourself at the feet of the unknown." And it says, amidst the wisdom of this day, self-sufficiency, 9 of Pentacles, invites you to practice abundance in your relationship with the material world, whether it be preparing a delicious lunch for yourself or splurging on that new mattress you've been desiring. Favor the necessary indulgences that make your life that much richer. You will need to nourish your internal resources because memory, the moon, asks you to self-reflect today. Carve out extra time to check in with how the past is still affecting your present and embrace this opportunity for historical healing. If you are at a crossroads in any aspect of your life, now is the time for deep soul searching rather than outside counseling. By staying true to your innermost voice, you can reach the personal breakthroughs you've been needing. Which is pretty cool, and it goes through this every single day of the year, and it's just like such a nice thing to read in the mornings that I do. Yeah, and then it has today's mantra is, I will embrace the unknowns within and around me. And then it says today's journal prompt, what am I deeply questioning in my life right now? And then it has a little daily ritual. It says, go into a safe room of your choosing, light a small candle, and turn off the lights or shut the blinds. Meditate on this small fire of light, knowing that it represents the power of your intuition today. It also has people that are born on this day and an occasional quote. Person that's born on this day is Muhammad Ali and Alva Belmont. Muhammad Ali is a world heavyweight boxing champion, and Belmont is an American socialite and suffragist. And then there's that day. So it is so cool. Let's see. Love the book already. Yeah, so I really like the fact that it goes day by day by day, and it kind of corresponds with like the astrology and things that are happening. It teaches you like gently about numerology and about tarot cards. So it doesn't go like direct, like this is the tarot card for today. It talks about self-sufficiency, which isn't corresponded with 9 of Pentacles, and it talks about experience, which is incorporated with the number 9. So cool. And then, if you are born on this day, it goes through information for those who are born on this day and gives you like a little bit of a deeper insight. So, anybody born on today? Anybody have a birthday on January 17 in the UK? Hello to the UK. No birthdays January 17th. All right. Pop in your birthday. All I need is month and day, and I will read the thing for you. Let's do the first one, unless you guys want to keep going with the reading, because I don't want to just spend the whole time reading about it. All right, first person, pop in your birthday, and we will see what it is. May 21st. All right. May 21st. The journey of those born on May 21st. You are born of sharp wit and a wanderlust that can make it hard to look inward. You will have to heal in order to access your intrinsic strength, as your journey is one of self-acceptance, restriction, and emotional fortitude. Early on in your journey, you will meet your enigmatic power, the number 8. Despite your flexible mind, power calls you away from a life of uncertainty and towards a path of authentic force. By doing the inventory required to remain deeply self aware, you can pursue the worldly ambitions you desire most without getting swept away by ego. But if you choose this introspective path, you will have to confront your lower companion, negativity, the Eight of Swords. You will meet negativity in moments of self imposed restriction when your poor self image keeps you from pursuing the things you desire most. If you can bring these voices into the light of day, you'll discover these harmful beliefs are old protective coping mechanisms that you can now let go. By answering these calls of self awareness, you will come to understand the importance of resilience, strength. Resilience holds up a mirror to the spiritual grit that underpins your personal strength, gracefully carrying you through even the worst of circumstances. You'll meet resilience in moments of staying power when you preserve rather than letting your feelings get the best of you. You can remember how strong you are. Resilience offers you the gift of emotional stamina. Cool. And then it talks about, it has your guides. In astrology, your energy is Gemini Mercury. Numerology is your path, power, the number 8. The minor arcana, your lesson is negativity, the Eight of Swords. Major arcana, your highest calling is resilience and strength. Then it talks about your purpose is to realize that authentic power comes from internal strength. And it also talks a little bit briefly about relationships and says you are curious and excitable, and your relationships should be a place of emotional honesty and authenticity. By seeking partners who accept you for your worst and your best, you will discover that true love is strong enough to withstand the truth. Isn't that cool? This is such a cool book, and I'm just super excited to share it with you. So that was that. Sounds about right? Cool. Today as your second birthday. Oh, wow. Well, happy second birthday. That's an incredible thing to kind of go through. That's impressive. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're here. Happy second birthday. And I'm glad to have you part of my little witchy community. The Elemental Witchcraft by Sally Crow. I have not. That is not a book I have read. I'm currently reading The Green Witch book by... I don't know. I'm going to go grab it. I'll be right back. Oh boy. So I'm reading The Green Witch by Erin Murphy Hiscock. Not a huge fan of it. I'm about maybe like a third way through. It's very restrictive, I would say, for practitioners, because it says, it kind of has the theme of, like, oh, you can kind of do what you want, but you need to have this, or you need to do this specifically in order to be considered a green witch. And it talks about being a green witch, and it goes through all of these things of what a green witch is, but in reality, that's any practitioner. And then at the beginning, it was talking about like a book of shadows and saying a green witch doesn't need a book of shadows. In fact, you don't need to have it, and you shouldn't have a book of shadows, but you could if you want to. And then talks about having like a green witch journal, which is pretty much a book of shadows, and you do everything in that journal as you would in a book of shadows. So I feel like it's contradicting its own self and being very restrictive towards someone's practice. Anyways, that's my little rant in that book. So, yeah, that's this book. I'm also reading Bewitching the Elements. I'm kind of hopping between the two books. I like the information in this book, and this is by Gabriella Herstick. Oh, I almost thought they had the same last names. Gabriella Herstick, who's also been in... I lost my train of thought. Anyways, I like the information of this book. She goes really deep into working with the elements, which is fantastic. But the energy of this book just seems so angry. The author seems so angry at the world. I started reading it maybe like 6 months ago, and I can only handle a couple pages at a time without starting to feel kind of like meh a little bit. So I like the information, but it will take me a long time to get through it. Yeah, it feels negative the way that the author talks. Anyways, so those are my current 2 witchy books that I'm reading. Let's see. So the book that you mentioned, where is my little notepad thingy? My to be read pile for books is ever growing. So I'm loving all the recommendations anyways. Let's see. Elemental Witchcraft. And that would be by Sally Crow. All right. Next one. The House. I have her House Witch book. They're quite basic. Okay. Let's see. Called Backyard Witchcraft. Cool. I will look into that as well. Working with the elements. Ooh, that's awesome. Let's see. And Psychic Witch. Yeah. So just because they're basic, it's interesting to see someone else's perspective, which is why I really like reading from different authors and different books and that sort of things. I'm like halfway tempted to like start a book club with you guys and like maybe pick a book a month and just kind of do this hangout live thing and talk about that book. Is that something you'd be interested in doing? Hi, dog. So I don't know, kind of an option. And I have my bangs that are like sticking up from the top of it. Okay. Love a book club. Yes to book club. Ooh. All right. So I don't want it to be something that's like super rigorous and like super, I don't know, strict about it. So maybe we can do something kind of simple and casual where, so I do these monthly lives and I've been doing it for a couple months and I'm going to continue doing them every month, at least once a month. The crowd has spoken. Yeah. And maybe we can incorporate into this live like a portion of like a book club. And at the end of this live or during this live, we can pick what book we're going to read and then talk about it next month. How does that sound? Because I would love that. Talking about books is like one of my favorite things to do, and especially witchy books, and then talking with the people of like my witchy community. It would be amazing. Enchantment of the Fairy Realm. Is that a pagan-based book, or is that more of like a fantasy fun type of book? Let's see. of the fairy realm. Okay, that's interesting. That's fine, kid. I'm sorry if you hear my bird in the background. I have given him attention, but he is deciding that he wants to sing like a crow today. He is a Quaker parrot. So huge. If it's a huge book, then maybe certain chapters to read to discuss. Not sure if I can read a whole witchy book in one weekend. So I don't want to do this weekly. We could do it monthly, and maybe we can do half a book, and then the other half of the book in the next month. Or do you guys want to just focus on one book a month? How do you want to do this? The crowd, speak to me. Hey, let's make a plan. What will be the easiest? Yeah, I'm sorry for the bird. So we're definitely gonna stick with one book for like the whatchamacallit until the next live. Okay, average size 1 month sounds good. Yeah. So something that's kind of like this ish 1 month might be enough. And if someone doesn't finish it by the end of the month, like don't panic. It's okay. This isn't homework. I won't grade you on it. It won't be tested on the book. Cool. This is going to be so exciting to talk about one specific book. Oh, all right. Let's plan a book. So, one of the books that I love, and I did a review of it on my website, but I don't know if anybody has read it. Let me. Do I have it here? All right, I'll be right back with it. So this has been one of my recent favorite witchy books, and it's To Walk a Pagan Path, and it's how to incorporate magic in the magical world into your everyday life in a practical way. It's not something that you have to set up a specific altar for or do a specific thing for. It just talks about simple things of how to put it into your everyday life. So that could yes, I would announce the book on Instagram as well. After we've settled this, I'm going to post it on the Instagram thing and kind of make it official. This is exciting. So this is an option for a book that I would recommend any practitioner to read. I really loved it. It was incredibly inspiring. So we could do that, or we can do a different book that somebody recommends that I haven't read before or read, but maybe for like, has anybody read this book? Who's here? Elena's Enchanting Book Club. I love that. So it has a paperback and a Kindle option. Oh, he's hollering over there. I have not. No, not me. Perfect. I will reread it with you. So that is the link to the book on Amazon. I'm sure you could find it at any, I don't know, large bookstore, probably a local metaphysical store as well. I think you will really enjoy it. I really enjoyed it. There's, he would like to be in the book club as well. I'm not gonna go grab him. He can sit there squawking. I'll close the door. Move. Puppy. hopefully that will be less annoying. Yeah, I really think it'll be really good for any practitioner because it's just inspiring, and it would make you realize that, oh, I actually have been doing a lot of this pagan path things in my life already. So yeah, that'd be great. Heather says, if you do Kindle Unlimited, that book is currently included with membership. Ooh, that's awesome. I don't have Kindle. I prefer physical books, and I have Audible from Amazon, if anything. But that's really cool. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, okay, this is definitely going to be an exciting thing, an exciting addition. Okay. What else do you guys want to talk about? Because this is an open floor. I have nothing planned. I'm just hanging out with you. Oh, another super exciting thing. I just finished my courses yesterday. I am now a certified NLP therapist, as well as timeline regression therapy and hypnosis therapy. So I did my courses, did my hours. I just need to take the exam to get my certification, but I've done the work, and I am super excited to incorporate some of this information into the circles that I do, into things that I present and whatnot. Just knowing the proper kind of words to say and how to bring inspiration to people. So yeah, and then once I get my certification and feel comfortable and things like that throughout it, I would like to start helping people with shadow work. I mentioned this before, and kind of have it be, because going to therapy is pretty much shadow work, that you're working with somebody else, and I want to base it as a therapy thing, pagan stuff with shadow work and whatnot. I haven't exactly figured out the logistics of it yet, but that's my goal, and I'm getting there, and I'm excited. Do I have an interest in past life hypnotic regression? Yes, that's actually what a portion of it that we learned, and we practiced on those who were in the class, and it was really, really cool. I ended up not having a fantastic experience because I had a lot of trauma in my past, and it kind of freaked me out. So I'm a little nervous to delve deep in it myself, but I was able to help the two partners that I was working with, and they really enjoyed the way that I walked them through it. So past life regression, hypnotic regression, yes, I will be certified to do that once I get my certification, and it's amazing. Yeah. And for hypnosis therapy, I never realized that it's really similar to doing a guided meditation with someone. So that's kind of the thing, and it allows you to connect with your conscious and your unconscious mind and be able to be in more of a communication with it. So yeah. Let's see. Next month I have a few suggestions. Avalon Within, the Goddess and the Shaman. Are those two different books? The one book is, I'm asking TJ, the Avalon Within or the Goddess and Shaman. Are those two different books? It kind of seem like they're two different books. I'll pull a couple options for next month's books of what we... Okay, thank you. I'll pull a couple options, maybe do 5 options. If you guys have suggestions, I have your suggestions for these books here, and then maybe I'll add some else. So next month we can pick from 5 different books and continue reading it. And I'm so excited to hear what you have to say and what insight and wisdom you're going to be sharing with all these beautiful people. So yeah. Partner is hypnotherapist and has done many past life regressions. Not me, because it's hard to hypnotize someone you're very close to. It is, definitely. And that's amazing. That is so cool. I'm still not, like, I'm certified, I have the information, but I don't have the full exact practice of it yet, which is why I'm still trying to figure out the logistics of it. But that is really cool. And your mom was hypnotized to give birth to you. Was it more of like a pain management type of thing that you mean by it, or was it something to kind of like help her through the process? And kind of going back to the whole birthday thing, the crooked path on the reading list. Ooh, I'll add it. I've heard of it. I have not read it before. Trying to keep the notes the same same color. All right, is it cooked path or the crooked path? Because I've heard of the crooked path. Crooked. Okay. Cool. All right, so we have two people that have that book that haven't started it yet. That might be one of the options. I don't have that book, but I don't mind getting books. I want a floor. I told my husband that he needs to build me a floor to ceiling bookshelf things on the two sides of our windows in the living room, and it will happen. So, yeah. Bye, Sarah. Thank you for joining. I used self hypnosis for the birth of my second child. That's awesome. Yeah, hypnosis can be incredibly helpful for a lot of people. And some of the testimonies that I read throughout it can help heal trauma. It can help like reduce bad habits. The biggest thing that I've seen is people to stop smoking, and for people to like help them with weight loss or weight management and that sort of stuff. So those are like the most common testimonies. But I have read like a whole bunch of the stuff now, and it's so fascinating. Like there's so much stuff our brain is capable of, and it just needs a little bit of pulling it out so that you can do it. Like our minds can do so much for us. We just need to focus that intention, focus that energy in a specific way, and you will be amazed how far you can get in life. Yeah. Okay. A little bit of inspirational stuff. Taking tests, retaining information while studying. Nice. That is so cool. Okay, I'm going to scroll up towards the second person that shared their birthday, and I'm going to show you a different book about birthdays. And my computer is lagging so bad. Oh boy. Just give me a moment, because I do like a scroll. It scrolls up a little bit and then it pauses. Still going. Wow. Okay, still going. Sorry. Almost there. Almost there. All right, August 2nd was the second birthday that somebody said. And I'm the first book that I got on birthdays ever. This one, and I grabbed it, and it says The Power of Birthdays, Stars, and Numbers by Safi Crawford and Geraldine Sullivan. Like, this is a chunky book on birthdays, and it goes by specific dates of birthdays. So we have August 2nd. I'm not going to read the whole thing. But I will show you some of the brief information. So if you're really interested in birthdays and zodiacs, this might be a good book to add to your arsenal. So, like, this is the amount of information you're going to find within it. All right, let's go with the introduction that it has about you. It says, your charismatic personality, charm, and love of pleasure and fun are usually eclipsed by a need to succeed or a strong desire for material gains. As a Leo, you are proud and outgoing with a youthful or childlike quality and high spirits. Although you are determined and capable, a somewhat carefree attitude may be an obstacle to your attainment of success. With the added influence of your decanted ruler, Leo, you enjoy entertaining others and have a love of grandeur. Dramatic, you project self-assurance and have a royal air about you. Sunny and spontaneous, you are often dignified and creative. Open to praise, you need to be appreciated and admired. Who doesn't want to be appreciated and admired? Guard against fair weather friends who only tell you what you wish to hear. High-spirited and idealistic, yet ambitious and practical, you are an interesting combination of materialism and optimism. Although you are spontaneous by nature, a love of freedom endows you with individuality. Joint efforts and collaboration with others usually produce profits and success, and a responsible attitude on your part will not go unnoticed. In the pursuit of your dream, your personal magnetism, versatility, and popularity will play important roles, and by being adaptable, witty, and entertaining, you win the hearts of many. From the age of 20, when your progress sun moves into Virgo, there is an increasing desire for practical order, analysis, and efficiency in your life. In the following 30 years, you will feel the need to become more health conscious and introspective. There is another turning point for you at the beginning of your 50s when your progressed sun enters Libra. From this time, you may develop the desire to be more involved in your close personal relationships and may turn from more practical considerations to more creative ones. Cool! So that's cool. And then it talks about your secret self, work and vocation, numerology, and that sort of thing. So you are Sun, Leo, your decante is Leo, Sun, degree 9th, Leo, mode fixed, and element fire. So this book is The Power of Birthdays, Stars, and Numbers. I will look that up as well and drop the link. It's a complete personal reference guide. Ooh, it's also available on Kindle. All right, come on, computer. Don't let me down. It also needs to be plugged in. Ah. Ooh, found my charger. Let's do that. And I'll drop the link for you if anybody is interested. On the book, it's one of your all-time favorites. Cool. The progress sun in Libra is spot on. Awesome. Like, isn't this so cool? The Kindle obviously, yeah, that is definitely like a benefit for the whole Kindle thing and a reason why I like Audible. But I like touching books and the pages and just the sound of it. Like, It's so nice. And then after you read it, you kind of stack them, and it looks like your little trophies of completing of that information. So the smell of them, yeah. Love my bookworms on here. Awesome. There was a thing I saw on, can't hear a bird here or something, on TikTok, and it was saying that there are two kinds of people, of book lovers. There are bookworms, and then there are book dragons. So the bookworms devour books, constantly read books, go through their own books after the other book after the other book, and that sort of thing. So that is a bookworm. A book dragon is someone who loves to collect books and has piles of books, and occasionally reads one and goes through one, but they're more of like a collector, a hoarder of their treasures. So which one are you? I am, depending on the time, but I'm usually a bookworm. Yeah, using them for references is definitely a thing that I do, which is why I have little tabs like on every book that I read. And another thing that I do, I have it quite often in this one, is to make notes. Where is the thing? Let me get a good note. Oh, come on, I put so many in these pages. All right. Trying to look for one. So I also take like sticky notes and add them into the books of like little things that I thought of. That way I don't forget about it. So not only do I tab like interesting things or like an interesting reference or an interesting description of it, I also add in like little notes. So throughout my book, I do that as well. Let's see. Love physical books, smell of them, reference back to any pages that you mark. Yeah. I mean, I really like the online books. I love the concept of them, especially the fact that you can bring a whole bunch of them with you. But that the je ne sais quoi of, of a physical book just can't be beat. Smell of older books is intoxicating. Yes. Bookworm. I worked in public libraries for 10 years, so you don't need to convince me about books. Adore books. Your son is a book dragon, and you're usually a bookworm. Cool. Got book dragons, we got bookworms. Is there something in between, like a book magpie, where I devour books but keep the very shiny ones to speak? I love that. Something in between. A book magpie. Yeah, that's adorable. Yeah. Like I said a little bit earlier, that I'm a little bit in between, depends on the time. Like I have stacks of books, and a good portion of them I haven't read yet, but I constantly am reading a book and constantly going through it. So that's super cool. What else you guys have to say? Definitely more of a dragon. Now having a 3-month-old, not much time for reading anymore. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. Kind of combo of both. Yeah. Let's see. I write info out of mine, marking them with sticky notes if I don't have the time while reading it. Yeah, I used to do that too. I started a reading journal, and I would mark like a specific book and then go back and like write things in it and jot down notes and whatnot. But I found out that I ended up kind of not wanting to do that, or it would be in a different room, and then I would never like even make the note in my thing, because I would think that I would put it in my journal and then I would forget to put it in my journal, so I never ended up getting the note. Anyways, that's just my preference. I tried that, didn't exactly work. So love the sticky notes. Yeah, definitely books can be very expensive after a while. 50 books coming from the library because research with me. Nice. Oh, that's fun. Research is always fun. Cool. I found my book, people. This is exciting. This is definitely exciting. So I'm going to put up this title. So we're going to be going through this book next month if anybody's interested in participating. If you don't get it, that's fine. Come hang out anyways. We'll talk witchy things about witchy books, and I'm sure it will be fun for everyone who likes, the witchy topic. Thrift Books is amazing. Oh, so there used to be a thrift bookstore next to me. They've been closed down for years now, but they had buy 5 books, and it was like for $3 or for $4, and then they would have that was like their sales that they would have, or any of their books was like $2 to $3 for just one book, and it was amazing. I got a couple pagan-based books from there and a ton of cookbooks. Oh my gosh, I got a ton of cookbooks from there. And I was so sad when they closed down because it was just amazing. Let's see. Hi from the UK. Loving the book chat. Yeah. Homeschooled 3 kiddos, so I have new for them all the time. Nice. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's see. What else would you like to talk about book-wise? I'm gonna think if I have something else to say about books. Nothing that currently comes to mind. Ooh, I might have to take a look around here again to see if there are any, like, I know my the thrift store that I go to, it's like a general thrift store. It has a bunch of other things and little tchotchkes that I end up getting. I have a rule when I go in there. I can only go in there and get as much as that I can carry without getting a basket. And it never turns out really good because I end up getting a basket anyway. So I limit myself to how often I can go there. But they have books as well, but they price their books high. Like for worn out, like a very loved type of book, they would mark it at like $7, and it would be just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem very thrifty. Books on herbs, aromatherapy, and essential oils. Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, herbs and, all right, I'm going to show you my new set of herb books. I don't remember if I showed it before. I will be back yet again. All right. More books. This is a set of 2. So it's like considered one book, but in 2 volumes. And this is the Encyclopedia of Medical Plants by Education and Health Library by Dr. Pamplona Roger. Pamplona? I don't know. This was an expensive set. I saw it recommended, and I like the information, but it is on the pricier side for books. But let me tell you a little bit about it and why I'm kind of liking it. As you can see, I've already started note-taking in it. It goes through some history of it and information of it, and teaches things about it. So in the first volume of the book, it goes through like extractions, different ways that you can work with plants, how to dry them properly, how to store them properly. So it goes through the whole processing part of plants and how to like make an extract or how to make a tincture, or how to make a poultice. So it has all of that, and it's not pagan based at all. It is very, very medical based. It is like completely medical based. And another cool thing that it goes through is it goes by by the functionality of it. So these are plants for the stomach, and some of them, they cross over between, like, if it's for, you know, your heart, or for your endocrine system, or any of those type of things, or for your skin, your eyes, whatever. There are crossovers with the herbs, but what she does is she takes the herb that's mainly for that portion of it, and it tells you, like, the name of it, how to use it, what does it help with, and it gives you warnings, like if it's poisonous, or if you're pregnant, you can't use it, and it says if it's edible and that sort of thing. So, oh gosh, I'm trying to make sure. So this is the way that it's formulated, and like over here, whoa, it has like other information, like it's also good for the digestive system, and all of these little thingies that it says. So I do like it. I love the colors of it. I love how it's very detailed and explains a whole lot of things about it. But it is on the pricier side, and it is an investment. And I do have other like medical books that are kind of similar, but I feel like this one, how do I put it? I like the visualness of it, like the imagery of it, and how it displays the information in like an easy to find way. Like, let's see, I have a headache. What can I find for a headache? And you can just turn to the page of which herbs that will work for the headache and what you can use with it, either if you like breathe it in, like doing an aromatherapy type of thing, or making a tea out of it, or whatever the case may be. So I like how easy it is to find the specific thing that you're going to be working with. So it's not pagan based. It is medical based, but I mean, what's the difference? Aren't they all potions, medical potions anyways? Let's see. Opeia of medical plants. My computer sounds like it's going to take off. Like it sounds like an airplane is about to take off, and it's overheating, and I don't know what's going on with it. So I'm going to pop this into the chat. Yeah, there's a Spanish and English. I think the one that I have, that I just found the link to, is in English. You got to be careful with finding like the right language and stuff. Let's see. We're lucky. Always loads of books. Love it when they have an old note. Oh, cute. Yes, definitely. You need an adult whenever you're going to a thrift shop. Yep. I try to take my husband with me, like he's supposed to be my adult, but it's so easy to convince him with things, so it's not really effective to bring him with me. That's that. Let's see. Or when they're signed by the author. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The book, does it say anything about pumpkin seeds? Let's find out. It has a glossary thing on the back. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Pumpkin. Yeah. Okay. Page 605. Come on. Jeez. Ah. Let's see. It's under the topic of plants for the male sexual organs. And it says it reduces inflammation of the prostate and the urinary bladder and apexal intestine parasite. Okay. It's an antiprosthetic. It's anti-inflammatory. What else does it say? It is a vermifuge, diuretic, emollient, helps with digestive disorders, hemorrhoids, and renal afflictions. So very downstairs organ based. So seeds can be taken fresh, dry, or cooked. It's also good for the stomach, the digestive system, and the kidneys. Cool. So that is the stuff on the pumpkins. Let's see. If you were to write a pagan book, what would you write about? Yes, I'd write about everything. I wish I can just speak and regurgitate my information and have somebody else write it for me and format it for me, because there's so much that I like to talk about and I like to teach and I like to say things about. So I'd say probably about my experience and connection with spirituality and what helped me get there and what helped me achieve it and how I'm continuing my connection. That would be a book that I would write. Yeah. Let's see. Try cleaning your fans if you haven't. Sometimes that helps. My computer doesn't really have fans. It is like thin. Like it has a tiny bit of fans on the side, but there's like nothing you can like do to it. And it's like my laptop's like this thin. I have the Lenovo Yoga, an older one. I think what the issue is it's Windows 10 and it wants me to do the update and go into the whatever next Windows thing, and it keeps harassing me each time I turn on my computer. So I feel like it's pestering me and making my computer run slower because it's saying, it's out of date. You need to update it. So yeah. Oh, a cooling tree might work, but it doesn't always heat up. It's not always like that. It's just today it's deciding to be stupid. Let's see. Oh, that's also the Spanish edition? Ooh. Okay. Hire a ghostwriter? Dictation machine? Maybe. Cooling fan. Find inexpensive ones. Alright, let me see if I can find that book in. You sure it's in Spanish? I don't see that it's. First print in English. Alright, let me see if I can find it in my past orders, if that will make a difference. I think it's the same one. right, I'm going to post another link into it. Is it the same link? No, it's a different link. So this is right from my orders, the thing that I ordered. Oh no, shoot, that also says Spanish edition. Mine's not in Spanish, so ignore that one. Huh. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to help. Let's see. Definitely read my book. Cooling fan, cooling hand. On the wall behind me are plants. These are little propagating plant thingies, which probably need water, that sort of stuff. Yeah, I did not pay $325 for this set of books. That I paid the $150, so maybe it comes up on occasion. I don't know. Let me see if I can go in the details. Yeah, I paid a total of $159.32 for my book set. So, let me see if I can. No, it's not giving me the ISBN number of it. It's gonna drop it right back to the other thing. So, yeah. You said it's cheaper. Cool. So, I have a big stack of other medicinal herb plant books. Let me see if I can bring them over here and continue with my stack of books in front of me. And I'll show you the other ones that I have that could be a bit more affordable and accessible, because these, they're more expensive, but it was a present for myself for my birthday. I ended up smacking my knee on the way over there. Okay, I have this one, National Geographic Guide to Medicinal Herbs, and it just goes by herb, but it doesn't give you like the full on. Oh, it does. I haven't opened this book in a while, so excuse me. So this one does this. This is for calendula, and it goes through its information. It actually provides more information for on an individual herb. Why did I not go through this book for a while? All right, I'm going to find the link and pop that in. So there's that one. I did get this one at a thrift store. Yeah, this one is way more accessible. So this could be a better place to start other than my other books. So that is for this one. Let me see if the excerpt in the back says, from headaches to sore feet, muscle cramps to melancholy, the remedies to many of our ailments can be found in the world of plants. The National Geographic Guide to Medical Plants, renowned botanists and medical experts explore the healing properties of herbs and other plants to reveal how they've been used in the past and how they can be used just as effectively today. Extensive and enlightening, the Guide to Medical Herbs presents readers with an informed alternative, staying healthy naturally. So this would be a good book. I should go through it. Let's see. I also have Illustrated Encyclopedia of Healing Remedies. Yeah, I was a little bit of a dum-dum getting that book, wasn't I? Because I could have just went through the books that I already had. Alright, let me see if I can find first page for... Oh, okay. Now I remember why I wasn't a huge fan of it. So this one has brief information on it. Let me see if I can find like a good one, because I don't want to put a foot up there. Okay. So it has information on whatever this is, talks about that, and then it goes on to the next one, talks about that, but it doesn't exactly have the full-on kind of how to use it, that sort of thing, or like how to make that whatever. I will admit I'm a little bit of a dum-dum for getting the super expensive books when I already had all this information, so. Let's see. Bargain shelf at Barnes & Noble. Yeah, this is where I got the bargain price for Barnes & Noble, where I got these. What else? Modern Herbal Dispensary, Medicine Making Guide. Ooh, nice. The other one that I have is Illustrated Encyclopedia of Healing Remedies as well. Again, bargain. What else? So also has information of things. And I'm honestly going to tell you that I have not gone through this. Ooh, stuff for fainting. Fainting or vasovagal attack is a brief loss of consciousness. Yes. Cloves apparently help with that. Traditional home and folk remedies is eat fresh or grated apple when you start to feel faint, as it is both restorative and calming. Chew undried cloves, which are stimulating. My SVT onsets are a little bit quicker, so I don't think I'll be able to get to the kitchen and get an apple. So, this also goes through like ailments. Like it says eye problems, and it goes through things that way. Trying to hide my face so that you can see the most amount of the book. So there's that. I'm going to look up the links and pop them in as well. Yeah, I feel silly, but that's okay. Remedies. All right. Good. Amazon is so amazing. Like I could just type in whatever it is that I want to type in, and it's boom, there. Nope. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. All right, so here is one of these. And here is the other one. You bought 2 copies of the same book. Oh, okay. I might have done that before too. You can never have too many books, says the book dragon. Yes. Yes, indeed. Ooh, actually, there's a brand new book that my husband got me. Let me find it. So I told my husband that he needs to give me an incentive to study for my ecology exam last semester. And we kind of were going through how he could do that. And he was like, well, my favorite thing is books. That's like the easiest thing to do. Easy, go away. And I had 5 big sections to go through. And so he said for each sections that I go through, he will get me a book. And funny enough about getting the same book, there were 2 of the books that he got me that I already had. So you can tell that he knows the kinds of books that I like. And here's one that he got that I think is super interesting to go through, but I haven't had a chance to go through. And it's the Native American Herbalist's Bible, and it says 9 books in 1. And it talks about the history and use of herbs in the Native American communities. So because I am from Massachusetts, from areas around here that have a lot of Native history, I mean, all of the United States does, I figured it would be super, super cool to go through. So more addition to my books. I'm also going to find the link for this one and pop it in, but I have not read it. So I'm looking up and doing the links right now because last time we talked about books, I said that I'm going to find them and put them into the chat. And guess what? I forgot to do that until literally right now. So I'm going to have to go back and go through it and actually find the links and things like that. Here's that other link. Good hanging out with you too, Heather. Books make me happy. Use of oregano oil for healing / antibiotics. I can look it up. Do you want me to look it up? Which one shall we look it up in? Let's go with this one, see what it says for oregano. Does it have an index? It should. LMNO. Wait. Nope, those aren't the herbs. Those are the ailments. ABCD, element O. Okay. It's still not herbs. No, that still talks about body parts. Where are the herbs? Index, Marmo. Nope. Does it have it in the front? Might have to go to a different book because this is, I can't search per herb. I can search by what it does or what it affects. All right, one more look in the back just to see if I missed anything. No, there is no way to find this per herb. Nope. Next book. Ozark Mountain Spellbook. Ooh, where's my pen? I will add that in as well. Ozark Mountain. I'm sorry for filling up your new bookshelf. I cannot wait until my husband builds me those bookshelves. I am very, very excited. All right. Do you do by plants? Aha. You do. So, going back to just letting you know, this book that I just recently looked through does not go per individual plant/herb. It only goes by body part/ailment. Letting you know. And A, B, C, D, L-M-N-O, L-M. All right, this one goes by their scientific names in the back, but there's not too many to go through. So let's... And it's organized by their scientific name in alphabetical order. So skullcap, milk thistle, comfrey, alder, sage, willow bark, rosemary, pomegranate, butterbur, ginseng, St. John's wort, I am on a mission. Garlic, aloe, Shtavia, uva ursi. No, this does not have anything for oregano. Interesting. Okay. This book does not have anything on oregano, at least not from what I could see of its index. Moving on. So maybe it's not a bad thing that I got 1,500 different books on herbs. All right. Do you go by plants? Yes, but it doesn't tell you that it's directly by plants. L-M-N-O. Oregano. Woo! All right, I'm going to write down the pages. We have found oregano. It has a mix here for this book of ailments and the herb names. Ailments, information, and the herb names, all in like, oh geez, I almost dropped it. All in like an intense glossary situation. So, page 351 for oregano. We have found oregano. Come on, where you at? $3.51. Okay. Oh, it doesn't go. Right, 351. I wrote down 351. It's a 5. I'm trying to find it. It's not. Like, it says oregano is supposed to be here. but I don't see it. Easy. No, later. We're going to do later. All right, I'm going to go through it a little bit. Ooh, this book does have pagan practitioner type of thing with it, the Ayurveda portions of it. So okay, for aromatherapy, and this is for lumbago. Oregano for aromatherapy helps relieve back pain, supposedly. And like, it doesn't have full information, it just has like a teeny tiny little excerpt on it. So let me go grab the other books. Let's see. Book club next month, Badass Ancestors by Patty Wigington. I will add that before I leave, so that in case the chat moves forward, I don't lose all this stuff. And I'm going to go grab the other book to see what it says about oregano. Badass Ancestors. Issy, darling, my little puppy. Please, we're going to go on a walk later. Bye. Wigington. It's a funny last name. All right, one more book. No cookies. No more cookies for you. So this is kind of a cool way to compare what herb book does what, which works out. All right, I'm closing the door. Okay. The amount of times I sit on my hair is embarrassing. You go by... It has two ways that it goes by. This book goes by ailments, and then it has a separate index for the plants or herbs. LMNO, oregano. So we have 3 things in oregano. Page. This was the quickest find, wasn't it, for this big book? $3.75. Do you start with 3? No. So it's in volume 1. $3.75. All right. Oh. So this is savory. Does it have different names? Savory and oregano the same thing? I don't think it is. All right, give me a moment. I'm looking up the whole... I think this one just talks about cuisine applicants. There's another portion, 464 of it. $4.64. This doesn't make sense. Did I look up the right one? Because this brings me to wild marjoram. Oh, in Spanish, it's oregano. So wild marjoram is oregano in Spanish. Is that right? Is oregano not an English word? All right, so it is for the stomach, digestive, and anti-rheumatic. Wild marjoram is quite similar to marjoram, though unlike the later, it grows wild, as the name points out. Native to Middle East, introduced to Europe in the 16th century. Properties and indications: the whole plant is rich in essential oil, which contains thymol and carvacol, with sedatives, antispasmodic, and carminative properties. Contains flavoric substances and ursolic acid, which have anti-rheumatic properties. Helps with digestive disorders, nervous causes, flatulence, spasm, or colic of the digestion organs. Helps with respiratory afflictions, with dry or irritating cough, such as laryngitis. Wild marjoram also has expectorant, bacchic, and antitussive properties. I don't know what those words mean. Helps with muscular aches. Can be used as seasoning for food, fusion, and essence. Only way to be sure is using scientific name. Synonyms: mountain mint and oregano. French, Spanish, habitat. This doesn't give the... Oh! Oreganum vulgare. I do think it's oregano. Oreganum vulgare. So far, this book has been the most clearest. Oreganum. I'm Googling it. Vulgare is oregano. Cool! All right. So, itchy nose. So, oregano is good for the stomach, the lungs, and joints. Can be used as seasoning, as an infusion, or an essence. And for external uses, can be used for inhalations, poultices, and massages. Cool! I didn't know it was a wild marjoram type of thing. I learned something new. It does have the scientific name at the top. So, Oreganum vulgare. Is it? Let's see. Hi, Naricia. I'm doing good. We are starting a book club, and now we are talking about plants. Let's see. Essential oil books should have something on oregano. I also have a stack of essential oil books, but I think it's going to have to be a different day to talk about it. Maybe during our next month book meeting, because it's going to be a whole other pile. So right now we got herbs. Essential oils is a different thing. Jude's Herbal Home Remedies. Okay. Ooh, it's an older book. I do like older books too, because they're not as screened as like the newer stuff. So that would be cool. All right, I'm writing this down. Jude's Herbal Home Remedies. By Jude C. I'm so gonna be dragoning all these books. You guys have no idea. Complete Oil. I think I have that one, TJ. The Complete Book of Essential Oils and Aromatherapy. I think I have that one. Let's see. Herbal Alchemist's Handbook. Okay, more herbal books. Herbal Alchemist. Handbook. Harrison. Karen. You guys are awesome. This is so good. 10th printing. Just highlighted to death, but I'm going to look out for the newer edition. Nice. Next live should be down in front of the bookshelf. If he builds it, absolutely. I also wanted to do kind of like a little putting together the bookshelf video. There'd be 2 big bookshelves, and I want to add like books and little tchotchkes and decorate it and just witchify it. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon because first off, I want to renovate our bedroom, which I would hope will happen by the end of next month because it has a carpet that's been there since like this house is built, and it makes me irrationally angry every time I focus on it or go vacuuming it. And I feel like there's so much like dust and nastiness in there and that I'm breathing it all in, so it just grosses me out. So bedroom is first, and then I'm going to get to the living room. And there's going to be three bookshelves actually. So there's this wall that has a large window and kind of like small-ish space, like maybe like this-ish big of space on the sides of it. And I want a floor-to-ceiling bookshelf like to fill in to that space. And then there's currently a weird placement of a bookshelf. It's kind of like we have a fireplace, and then there's a wall kind of like this, so fireplace and then the wall, and then like entrance to the living room, and like the shelf in it is square, so the path to get from like the hallway into the living room is kind of small and awkward because of that big block shelf. So and it's the shelf is like attached. It's part of the wall at this point. So I want to get rid of that and then again have floor to ceiling bookshelf, but instead of having it like against the fireplace on one side or against the wall on that side, I want it both and just have it be kind of like a curved inward type of bookshelf. My husband said he can do it, so there will be bookshelves galore to fit all my books. So I'm gonna book dragon my books to death because I know I'm gonna have place to put them. Let's see. We get to see the layout and formats of the different books. Yeah. Common plant names are used frequently for different plant names. Okay, I looked up the oregano for it. Helps so many different areas I wasn't aware of. Appreciate knowledge. Yeah, of course. A good book club is it's an IKEA bookshelf, then it's a pro at building it. It will not be an IKEA bookshelf. It will be custom built because we have a couple IKEA bookshelves downstairs at my husband's office, and as the books are stacking on it, and we had them for a couple of years, like the shelves start out straight and then they kind of like have the little dip because it's heavy, and he's going to build it out of like a stronger wood so that we won't have to worry about the structural integrity of it. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, if he doesn't do it anytime soon, I might as well just cave and go to IKEA and get it. But we'll see how it goes. First, our bedroom needs to be done, and I need to dig out that carpet because it's gross. So, yeah. All right. So, as I have my pile of books over here and crystals that I'm doing a video on in the back, what else would you guys like to talk about? I'm going to reply to my friend. Okay. So hate autocorrect. No more questions about books. This was fun. This is getting me all excited and warmed up to the whole book club thing. So after this live is over, I'm going to pin a comment at this of the next book that we're reading, as well as the link to it. And then I'm also going to be doing it on Instagram, if anybody of you follows me on Instagram, so that I can be there as well. Yeah. So that's that. Oh, another thing to look forward to. The Witch's Moon did another exclusive box for Sabbath for in bulk. And I was able to get that box. And it should be here soon. I just got the shipping notification of it, I think, yesterday. So I should be doing an unboxing of the in bulk exclusive box, that sort of thing. New Moon Ritual, yes, I am doing it. It is on Confidence. I have a couple exciting things that we're going to be doing, so I'm going to get people to move around a little bit more for this one. But yes, the New Moon Ritual will be this month. And the day of the new moon, what day is that? At 8 p.m. EST. And it's being slow and not loading. The way I want it. Okay. January 21st. So January 21st is the live moon ritual, 8 p.m. EST. So my goal is to post the itinerary by tonight, if not by tomorrow. So the information and explanation of it as well. Yeah. So there will be a ritual. Let's see. Oh, I hope you warm up with the pellet stove. I'm sorry that you've been having issues with it. Witchy crafts video. Not necessarily a thrift flip, but to do crafts together. Like through a live, something like this, and doing a craft together. I'm not sure what you mean. And hi, Sylvia. My adorable doggie is locked out of my room because she wants to go on a walk and harassing me. So I kicked her out. Let's see. Love the Witch's Moon Roots boxes. I have so many oils already. Yeah, I'm really liking. I started incorporating their oils a lot more this year than I did before. And I love the fact that they put in, like, you can feel their intentions in these oils. Like, you can really, really feel it. And that's one of the reasons why I like their boxes, because they're definitely put together with magic, with intention, with love and care. And their customer service has been amazing. If I have any questions, the December box is late for an unboxing, not because of me this time. It's because they didn't send me one of the boxes, and that should be coming in soon as well. So as soon as I get the last box for it, I'm going to do the whole like collection type of thing. So yeah. Let's see. Everybody's welcome at the ritual. Just make sure you get there by a certain time or you will not be let in anywhere. Yes. So my ritual starts at 8 o'clock. Like, doors open about 5. I try to do 15 minutes before 8 o'clock. I say doors open, but people are able to join in. At times I'm a little late. So by 8 o'clock, I'm usually online, or a couple minutes before. And I let people kind of join, settle in, ask questions. And about 15 minutes after the time, so if the ritual starts at 8:15, at 8 o'clock, 8:15, I won't be allowing anybody else back in, because if we're doing an activity, if we're doing a spell, if we're doing a meditation, I don't want to distract the people that are there from what they're doing. Because if you're in a trance and someone like pops in and goes, "Hi, what are we doing? Where are we at?" or whatever, I understand like their reasoning behind it, but I just don't want to interrupt those who are a part of this thing. So, yeah. So doors close at 8:15 if my ritual starts at 8 o'clock. And I'm sorry, I won't let you in. But here's the thing. If you hop in at the time that it's open and then you end up leaving for some reason, you are able to come back in as well. So, for instance, if you're going to be late to that ritual, or so to speak, and you need to like join half an hour later, but if you do end up doing this, please be quiet and keep your thing on mute and all that stuff. So you can like connect to the ritual at the time that I allow people to join in, and then you can end up leaving and then coming back, as long as I don't like end the Zoom meeting. So while the Zoom meeting is open, people are able to kind of leave and then come back. Most importantly, you can keep your, when we're talking and chatting, you can keep your mic on and video on and chat and all that stuff. But while we're going through the process of the ritual, keep your mics off so that it's less distracting and that Zoom doesn't keep popping up the different screens for other people, so to speak. So, yeah. What else was I going to say? The rituals are free, completely free. You can participate to whatever level you want. I usually like to do activities and kind of offer supplies that you can do and that sort of thing that you're welcome to join alongside with. So they're completely free. You can access them from my website and find the information there. That's so sort of, yeah, words sometimes decide to not be my friends. So it's free. Find it on my website. It's through Zoom. It's not through the YouTube stuff because I like to see people's faces if they want to participate in it, and it's much easier if they ask questions that way and that sort of stuff. So, yeah. Bye, TJ. Nice hanging out with you. Let's see. Finally subscribed to the boxes. Nice. Love to know how to use the oils. One of the big, I use the oils in spells and rituals to kind of enhance whatever intention I'm working with. I mean, that's like the kind of basic thing. I also use them as, depending on what the oil base is, to like anoint my wrist or to kind of use it as a perfume, but more of like an intentional type of sort of perfume. The last ritual we did for the full moon, we put together a bottle of luck or success or prosperity. So an oil of luck that we harvested from last year that wasn't used. So that was part of the ritual we did. And because I've made it very skin safe and skin friendly, I end up using this in the mornings as like cuticle oil with intention. So I use cuticle oil anyways because I'm a nail fanatic. And so when instead of using the stuff that I've made before, I'm using this and invoking the intention of having a successful day, lucky day, prosperous day, that sort of stuff. So lots of ways to use oils. Another way that I use it is if I write an intention paper that I burn, or like a thank you, or like a letter to my guide, or whatever it is. I put a couple of drops on that intention paper and like burn it with it. So 3 ways that I use oil. I'm going to be waiting for either a question or until I think of another tangent to go off on. Ooh, in bath bombs and baths in general, that's also a great way to use the oils. Yeah, nice. Yes, my mug does say witch. I got it at a Renaissance fair, and it was handmade by a pagan-based artist, and I fell in love with it, so I got it. And at first, I wasn't like exactly sure if I wanted it or if I didn't. Like, I like the color of it or whatnot. And then I asked her if it was dishwasher safe, and she goes, "Oh yeah, everything here is dishwasher safe because I make sure to heat it at like a high temperature." And I'm like, I need the mug because it's dishwasher safe, because I am lazy and everything goes in the dishwasher, and if it's not dishwasher safe, there is a very low chance that I'm going to ever get it. I also got it, if anyone's been to the moon rituals that I have a little plate that's also in the same purpley color, and that has like little. I'm gonna show you. Oh, jeez. Why so? I'm a dummy. My brain isn't working today. It is not out there. It is right here because I just used it. And it's currently covered in ash. But I also got this thing. And it has like the little moons to rest your incense on. And it allows for like better airflow. And so it just works so much nicer. So I got these two things from the Renaissance Fair. And it was just so nice. So, yeah. Let's see. Hi, Melly May. About thanking spirit guides. Can you elaborate a little on best practices to thank spirit guides? Whatever you feel comfortable with. So if you feel like they just want a thank you, like a verbal thank yous are great. Saying thank you for guiding me, thank you for providing this knowledge, thank you for giving me a sign. Like that should be a standard practice. Another way of thanking your spirit guides is to offer them an incense or provide something for them, or like devote something for them, either like a crystal or something, like create a space for them. So that's also a good way to thank your spirit guides. But in all reality, whatever feels right, whatever they're calling forth for you to do. So however you feel comfortable in thanking your guides, do so. One of the ways that I said is making a little note and then adding like the oils or whatever and then burning it, kind of like releasing it into more of like the spiritual realm instead of having be tangible things, kind of sort of thing. That's a great way of doing it. But however you think is the best way, because it's your connection. It's your personal connection with your spirit guides, and there's no wrong way to do it. Pretty much what I'm trying to say. Everything needs to be dishwasher safe here too. Yep. Let's see. A loved one, try to make them a favorite meal. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Wonderful. Okay. A whole set of tableware from grandparents. Mom got, she got married, have a little gold border that make it not dishwasher safe. Yeah, those tend to be ones I stay away from, not because they're not pretty and love them. Some of them are just absolutely gorgeous and stunning, but I know everything that I try to bring into my home have a purpose or have a use. I know that a couple of like the little tchotchkes that I have that I got in boxes isn't exactly something that's purposeful, but I try to give it a meaning or a purpose, like if it's a statue of a dragon to invite energies or that sort of thing, or a lot of the stuff that I use end up becoming part of my pictures or photography that I end up like posting to Instagram or using within rituals or something like that, just to kind of invoke the energy. So everything I try to bring into my home, I try to make it purposeful. And getting something that's like super pretty, that's just going to be there just to kind of, I don't know, I won't be able to use it for what it's kind of intended to use it for. And that doesn't seem exactly something that I would do. But yeah. Let's see, what else? As I am a beginner, I wanted to ask you if it's necessary to be kind of initiated or consecrated before starting practices. No, that is more of a religious based. If you're going through like Wiccan based books, It has a thing where you have to study for a year and a day, and then you need to join a coven, and you need to be initiated in it and like be asked questions or whatever. Things like that, the initiation is more of a religion based, that sort of stuff. So it's not something that you have to do as a practitioner. If you want to be a practitioner, connect with the elements, with things, you don't need to be told by anyone that you can do it, because you can do it. You are the energy. You are the connection to this world. You are the connection to the spirit realm. Nobody can tell you you can do it. Nobody can tell you you can't do it. And nobody has any control over how you do it. So the whole initiation thing is very much mainly into a specific religion, into a specific practice, such as Wicca. I'm blanking on other religions, but Wicca is the main one that ends up coming up to it. So yeah. You sent me a message on Instagram. I will look at it after I get here. Let's see. Have you read any of the Llewellyn Sabbath books? Cute little reads, good history, different practices around the world. Ooh, I know they have a whole collection of the Sabbats thing, but I get their Sabbath almanac. If anybody has seen my, I have stuff all over the place. I really need to clean and organize my office. Oh, get over here. I get their Sabbath almanac every single year, and I talked a little bit about it when I did the Witch's Moon Yule unboxing box. So this also has great information, history, but on like a shorter basis. Although I am hoping to acquire their collection at some point. So yeah, I'm gonna add that to my list. Okay. So I've allocated about 2 hours for doing this live, and the 2 hours are almost up. Does anybody have any final questions or things along those lines, or any questions about I don't know. To do the live next month, it will be, let's see. Should I do Monday the 13th or Tuesday the 14th? The time is going to be at 11 a.m. So let's see what the majority vote will be, either the 13th or Tuesday. We got Tuesday. So it's either Tuesday 14 or Monday 13. Wait, I need to check the moon calendar before I make a decision, because I do not want to do it on the day that... Nope, we're good. It's in the last quarter. We got 2 for Monday. Anybody else participating? Can I do a poll? Is this... Start a poll. Ooh. Oh, this will be great for next month. All right. What date for next live? We have Monday, February. I had to remember the month. Ouch. Okay, Monday, February 13th, or Tuesday, February 14th. No, I'm not doing it on the 14th. That is my anniversary. So let's go with Wednesday the 15th. All right, either Monday or Wednesday. think next month is my anniversary. Oh, shoot. So it won't be Tuesday. It definitely won't be on the 14th. That is Valentine's Day. So we got that. Oh, I've never done the poll before. Ooh. Okay, that will be a great tool to use for deciding the book next month. We're going to be married for 9 years next month. And that number is mind-blowing to me because it feels like it feels at exactly the at the same time, it feels like we just met and that we're still in the dating period and that everything is still like new and exciting and wonderful. And it's like new, like I can't tell that we've been together for this long. And then at the same exact time, it feels like we've been together forever, for eternity. And both of us agreed that we're soulmates and that we have found each other throughout our past lives and in our current lives because we have similar memories and similar things and like similar time periods when we like kind of talk about our past lives and whatnot. So yeah, it's amazing. And whenever we like say I love you or try to be like super sweet with each other or whatever the case may be, we always say that I love you in this life, the past life, and the next life. And then whenever we get into like a little spiffle or like an argument or something like that, I always say I'm gonna haunt you in this life and all your next lives. So that's kind of the thing. Yeah. So he's really sweet. He's my favorite human. Okay, I'm gonna leave the poll open for like another 4 more minutes and then I'm going to end it. And yeah. I really enjoyed talking about the herb books and realizing that I have more than I thought I did and that they have different information. So that's pretty darn cool. All right, currently it is standing at 60% for Wednesday, February 15th. I think that might be the day. Does anybody else have any other questions for me before I go? Exact time in your country. So time would be 11 a.m. EST. What is your country? Are you in UK? Somebody said from the UK. What is Italy? All right, 11 a.m. EST for Italy will be 5 p.m. Hello to Italy. This is one of my absolutely favorite things about YouTube and like connecting with people in my little like witchy community. There's so many people all over the world and it's amazing and it's fantastic. I don't think in any normal circumstances being able to connect with all these people is possible. So it's just amazing. And I'm so glad you are here. And I'm so glad I get the privilege of chatting with you and getting to know you and all that fun stuff. Okay, so we figured out the time. And currently it is standing at Wednesday, February 15th. Cool. All of these YouTube lives are recorded and will be immediately posted afterwards once YouTube does its processing thing and stuff. So, yeah. Yay! I'm glad you love my channel. Love you all. Okay, so February 15th, we're going to be going over reading the little first official meeting of our little book club for this book. And I'm going to pop it down in the comments once this is done. Post the link to it as well as putting it into my Instagram. All right, this is exciting. So thank you so much for joining. I love you all. Warm hugs and kisses to you and yours. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of the day, night, evening, wherever you are at. And I shall see you on the next one. Bye. All right, I'm going to finish the poll. End poll. Yeah. Cool.